Hello and welcome to the Minister's Minute. My name is Jason W. Touche, lead minister of the Oklahoma City International Church of Christ. Well, we are continuing in our Not a Fan series, and tell you what, it's been an amazing series to really dig deeper into our personal relationship with God, and even further, are we fans of Jesus or are we followers? And this week what we talked about, which I thought was pretty amazing, was we did a sermon called Choosing Intimacy. And I think that word intimacy can kind of get clouded a little bit. People don't quite know how to feel about it. But when we started talking about it, it was pretty amazing. And I think about a story. I think about a story of walking into a restaurant and sitting down, and I'm having lunch with my wife, and I look over and there's two separate tables just across the way from me. And at one table sits a younger couple, probably dating, maybe just married. And then at the table right beside them, just within uh, eye distance, I can see them over there as an older couple. It looks like they may have been married for years. And you see the younger couple, and they're just talking. They're really touching each other. They're kind of all over each other, and you think, wow, look at that. Look at their interaction. Look at their excitement for each other, and wow, it's pretty amazing. And then you look over at the older couple, and they're just sitting there and they're quiet and they don't really saying anything, and they're maybe sharing little bites of food, but they barely talk the entire time. And the temptations to look at that and go, look at that couple. Man, it's kind of sad, that older couple. It's kind of sad that they're just sitting there by themselves. But when you think about what's really happening there, they really are communicating. They're communicating silently. They're communicating through their body language. It really shows their deep intimacy with one another. And when I think about that intimacy, and even think about the intimacy that there is between a mother and her baby, how moms just really, they tend to know what's going on with the baby. Me as a dad, I'm looking at them, they're crying, they're screaming. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with them, but the mom always really, they know. They seem to know that, hey, they're hungry, hey, they're tired, depending on their cries. And I look at those pictures of intimacy and I go, that's what God wants with us. That's the connection he wants to have with us. And so, thinking about that, it just moves my heart. It moves my heart to think that God wants to be that close to me. So hopefully you're encouraged by that thought, by that notion. Psalm 139 is a great verse to look at, talking about how God knew us from the beginning. And I encourage you to go look at that. I just encourage you to listen to the sermons that we have online at www.okcicoc.org in the sermon section, or you can also watch the video, as now we've been streaming those via Ustream. We'd love to have you come out this Sunday at 10 a.m. at 1 Southwest 59th Street in South Oklahoma City at the Willowbrook Reading Chapel, or please just join us on Ustream each Sunday at 10 a.m. Thanks a lot for coming out. We really appreciate it. God bless.